MrFlipFlop in the building. Pardon me. Been a crazy morning, so I'm gonna make a quick announcement, real quick. Let's see something. One second. Okay. Welcome to Sunday service, y'all. I'm running with it like a chicken with my head cut off because a lot of drama this morning that I had nothing to do with. Nothing bad, but I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. So, just a word of advice. You guys know I do bachelor parties, boat parties, all that stuff, right? I do all of that. Do not go around me or give money to anyone without talking to me. If me and you make an agreement and I tell you, hey, give the money to somebody and I'll take care of it, cool. But if you go do it on your own, I have nothing to do with it. I can't control it. And then if you call me to fix it, it's a headache for me because I know nothing about the situation. So if you make an agreement with me, keep the agreement with me. Don't go through a local, anyone else. I mean, I'm going to script out either. Don't go through anyone else, none of that stuff. Because what happens is, if things go bad, then you call me to fix it. And I'm literally don't have to fix it. I will, but you didn't go through me. You went around me or under me or over me, whatever the case may be. So I'm putting fires out right now, stuff I have nothing to do with, but we're going to get it done. So please do me that favor, guys. If you schedule something or want to plan something with me, go through me. If you want to go through someone else, go through them. No problem. No problem at all. But you know, don't call me and then later say, hey, I need some help. I can't help you if I don't know about it. So that's number one. One second. Mira, oh shit. Mira, listo a las 12:40 de alas y de papas fritas. Mira, dame mi vaso ahora, por favor. So yeah, if you plan something with me, go through me. Please don't go through anyone else because it's not going to be the same. I offer VIP service for everything I do. So now that's done. We'll handle that the way it gets handled. Let me get a comment. DJ Loco, what up? First comment of the day. Miguel Torres, good morning to you. Gary Mack in the building. Good morning. Shelton Collins in the building. Shout out to all my members too, man. So much love. Appreciate all you guys. Reggie BX, what up? Yogi, what's good?
Welcome to FlipFlop.
Por favor. Dirty Work is in the building. I hope y'all getting ready for Halloween. It's gonna be nuts. Y'all saw the commercial. What's good, brother? Felicia Jordan in the building. Good morning. How you doing? La Chief in the building. Well, I'm good, man. Just putting out some fires. What? How's all mixed up? Hey, Papa Fritas. Give me that hedges. What up with you? King Sam in the building. What up? Jimmy P. What up? Ralph Nice. Rich in the building. What up, Rich? We still got that plate there. Plate never moved, did it? Denton, what's good with you? 40 in the building. Big D, what up with you? Yeah, but that's King Sam. You know I get VIP service, baby. Now I fixed it, but I'm mad because I'm blindsided coming in this morning. People are like, yo, gee, I did this. I was like, I don't know nothing about that. K Corbin, what's good, baby? Jason Dickinson, shout out to you. Everything's good, man. It's cool and nice weather out here. It was like thundering for like an hour last night. Lamar Cook in the building. Sean Harris, what up? Calico, what's up, baby? Irvin Calderon, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's still there though, Rich. I'm sorry. I didn't even get to put my boss up yet. It's been a hectic week. The biggest simp in the world is in the building. He's not in the chat. What up? He's not in the chat. He's actually in the building right now. What's up, man?
I'm going home, man.
you've been kicked out of better place than this before. Yo, John, waiting for that game gonna be dope tomorrow. I might. The game's gonna be on the flip, but I might watch the game at home. I might have to break Sunday if the Giants start acting up. But I'll get it done. What else? So yeah, today is something it's weird because I had a conversation with a good friend of mine, and they were going over. It was two friends. They're going over comparisons and all this and that. And I noticed that in life we compare ourselves to people or places and things. Like how I talk about comparing different countries. You really can't compare any country to each other because they're all different. But when it comes to us, we tend to compare ourselves to people, and that's why the title is Compared to What? What are you comparing yourself to? Who are you comparing yourself to? Oh, by the way, I had to put so I got I didn't fix it. It's been a hectic morning. As soon as I ate my breakfast, it was crazy in here. So I got my Paradise Life. Shout out my man Mark. With the orange world is yours. Custom made. The dot. All right. I don't know why I had to do that, but I had to. So basically, it's like the way I feel is like this. Each one of us are original in our own way. You know, there's no reason to compare yourself to someone because you're living your life, they're living theirs. You know what I'm saying? So SV, what's good, boss in the building? No one. There goes the biggest simp. No competition at all. And he's right next to me too. He's here. So I'll give you this example about comparisons. When I played football, I was a hell of an athlete, but I made myself into an athlete. I wasn't that great an athlete at first. But I wanted to be faster and stronger than everyone else. So as a freshman, I had decent speed for a high school freshman. But I was like, man, I want to be able to do more, and I could do more if I was stronger and faster. Instead of doing the Oklahomas and getting hit and going back, I want to go forwards. I want to indulge the pain. I want to give the pain. So I knew I had to get stronger and faster. Now I tell you guys a story. My sophomore year, in order to be on varsity, you had to bench press 205 and squat like 250 or 300, whatever it was. I think it was like 250. But you had to do those minimums to play on varsity. All summer I worked out on my own. Worked out. I had the Arnold Schwarzenegger picture up there. I had the whole weightlifting thing map on my wall. I started working out. I was like studying, like I just wanted to be one of the best. Like that's all I wanted to do. So instead of working out and doing what everybody else is doing, I did my own thing. Like I said, when everybody says go left, I go right. So I didn't work out with the team. I worked out on my own. And I really ran. What's up, baby? I ran, worked on myself, worked on my game. So summertime comes, it's time for the varsity tryouts. 2 people from JV last year was there. I was one. Coach goes, hey, what are you doing here? You didn't work out with us. I said, I can do it. I'm ready. I'm playing varsity this year. So the coach is like, get out of here. So I'm sitting there waiting. I'm not leaving. I won't leave. And the seniors are like, coach, look at him. His body changed. He looked different. He's arrogant as fuck. Like, let's see what he got. We think he could do it. And I was just, they told me to leave. I said, I'm not going nowhere. I'll be the last person to do the bench and the squat. I'll sit there and wait. Oh shit, thank you, man. Oh, nice, good smoke. Boy, the big simp always got some good smokes. I can't lie about that. So my coach finally gave in, listened to all the seniors. He said, all right, come on, let's see what he got. I bench pressed 205, 3 reps. I only had to do 1. Squatted, like I said, if it was 250, squatted 250, 7 reps. I only had to do 1. Coach looked at me like, okay. At that moment, he knew my competitive nature. I always wanted to compete. So I didn't compare myself to the seniors because I wasn't as old as them. I was a baby compared to them. They were all bigger, faster, stronger than me, but I knew I wanted to be faster and bigger and stronger. I just wanted to be able to compete with everyone that was bigger than me, because that's how I always was. I didn't want to do everything everyone else was doing. I wanted to compete with the big guys. So I personally made it my goal to not compare myself to any one person, but to just be the better version of myself. Now I'm gonna get into some more. 1 second. El Dolor, what's up? Yeah, Poppy Shampoo. Jesse Schultz, what's good? Well, JM, all right, so Jay, I'm gonna read this comment, JM, if you don't mind. Is it okay to compare yourself to others just to see what is possible or achievable? Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna give you. If you compare yourself to someone else, right, and you achieve what they have achieved, do you feel successful? Don't you want to do more, achieve more than what they achieved? Because if you say, I've achieved what, all right, just say myself, let's use me for example. If JM goes, I've achieved what Greg achieved. Now you've limited yourself to what you can do. Because you've achieved what I achieved, and you're neck and neck with me, which is cool, but you never would have thought about what JM could do. You were so focused on achieving what I achieved, you didn't look at the level of JM. JM could surpass my level. If you focused on you and not comparing yourself to me, you could actually surpass me, if that makes sense. And as you know, humans, we do compare ourselves. But I noticed, me personally, I never ever really said I want to be like someone else. I want to be like my dad. That's just a normal thing, a son to a dad. I want to be like my granddad. That's normal. You know, those figures you see in your life, it's normal to want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? But as far as seeing one of my peers and wanting to be like them, I just never was like that. I didn't want to have that car. I didn't want to have that house. I applaud you for having that car and that house, but I want a better car. I want a better house. Your wife is beautiful. I want a better one. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to always go up. I'm trying to compete with me. I'm not competing with you. I'm comparing myself to myself from yesterday. You know? Now the only thing, and it's a double-edged sword. You know, I play devil's advocate. The only thing you can say, well, maybe you can compare yourself if you had a twin. But I'm going to counter that. If you had a twin, I'm going to counter that. So if you had a twin, and they came out first, you would say, well, they had a head start. If you came out first, well, I got in the world early, they got to watch me fuck up. So you can't really compare yourself to your twin. You can't really compare yourself to your twin. And then by comparing yourself, you'll always put yourself a notch below that person. So just like I said with JM. If you compare yourself to me, you'll never see how far JM could go. I'm still trying to, I'm always competing with myself. I really have no competition when it comes to anything I do because I'm competing with me.
That's why I own my craft, man.
Bro, do your own shit. I never wanted to be, all right, I told you guys the story of my grandfather. My grandfather worked damn near 40 years in border custodial. He was head custodian forever, didn't want to retire. They forced him to retire. They said, we can't pay you no more. You're a great worker, thank you for your work, but you gotta go. You gotta retire. I watched that man every day. Never enjoyed. He went to Hawaii. I tell you why I never go to Hawaii. Because my grandparents only went to Hawaii. They went to south of the border, which I thought was the most amazing thing in the world, south of the border. For you guys that have been to south of the border in South Carolina. They went to south of the border and Hawaii. The pinnacle of my life was going to south of the border. When I was a kid, I swear to God. I thought south of the border was the most amazing place in the world. Then I got older, I was like, oh, this shit is crap. But as a kid, Grandma, we going to south of the border? Oh my God, woo! You know what I'm saying? Fireworks, all that shit. She's getting 10 cartons of cigarettes thrown in them. South of the border was just amazing. And my grandma was always happy at south of the border, so it made me happy. But I watched my granddad, who worked his whole life, old school black man. All he did was work and take care of his family. He did nothing else. And he never got to really enjoy his life. That man sat there, mowed the lawn, trimmed the hedges every day. To the point my grandmother would tell him, sit your ass down. And I would see my grandfather frustrated in the garage, right outside the garage. He'd sit there and just be like, what am I gonna do? Because he lived by a schedule his whole life. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to sit there and be like, damn. And then when he died, his claim that he took care of his family, kids and grandkids like gold. But he never actually experienced life other than going to south of the border and Hawaii twice. That was the highlight of his life. What's up, fellas? That was the highlight of his life. And so I never wanted to be that. I always wanted to be something different. I always wanted to do something different. So back to the comparison. If you want to compare yourself to someone, I think it's okay, but I think you're limiting yourself when you compare yourself to someone, because you are striving for what they have achieved when you could be achieving your own shit. Hope it makes sense. Calico, yeah, the Raiders are bad. Ken in the building. What up, FFTP channel? FFFTP. Corey, I can agree with that. Use as a benchmark. I can agree with that. You use someone to say, I'm gonna strive to do something different. But just doing the same thing, I mean, that's, you're limiting yourself to that person's actions. How about Domingo in the building? What up? Theodore, appreciate you. But see, that's what I'm getting at. I compare myself to myself. Every single day, I'm trying to be a better version of me. And it may sound cliche, but that's really what I do. You know, I'm up every morning, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. If you guys got my thing, you probably see me posting early in the morning. I'm up. I'm focused on my day. I do more before 10 a.m. than most people do in a day. Some people do in a week. You know, so that's why I'm sweating now, because when I just had to go through a fire stick not working, I'm setting up a boat party I had nothing to do with. I got all these things going on, all these moving pieces, and all I wanted to do was come here and get some wine and talk to you guys. But who all right. So back to the original question, compared to what? You are yourself compared to what? Who are you comparing yourself to? Who can you possibly say you would like to live like or have? I don't, all right. If you want his house, go make hit records. Go into a studio, make hit records. That's how P. Diddy got his house. If you want Elon, go on spaceships like Elon Musk, go be an engineer at NASA. Go do the things Elon Musk did. If you're like, man, Jeff Bezos got this big ass shot, go build a form of Amazon. Solve a problem. That's how businesses are made. Solve a problem. What do people need? So if you want to have those things, do what those people did. You know, you want to be Bill Gates, create a new Microsoft. I mean, if you're comparing yourself, but don't follow what they did. Be a better version of what they did. I watch the what's that motherfucking name? What's the antivirus on your computer? Antivirus on your computer. What's that antivirus show on your computer? He had a documentary about him. He was ape shit crazy, but he made a lot of money. What is it called? It's on every computer. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I just watched a documentary last week. But he was ape shit crazy. But he created a software that everybody has on their computer right now. And he's dead. And it's still on the computer right now. Not Norton, the other one. Not Norton, the other one. I forget. I'm sorry. That messed me up. No, man. I just looked at it on my damn computer. Don't worry about it. Someone's going to say it. He's the famous crazy dude. McAfee. Thank you, McAfee. I said, that just popped up my computer because I haven't renewed my McAfee security.
So many.
But McAfee's like the crazy guy. He just created some shit that somebody needed. But also what he did was he found a way into everybody's computers. He could see everything you were doing, which is why the government wanted his software. But instead of comparing yourself to him, create a better version of what he had. Fred C in the building. Kyla in the building says a flower doesn't think of repeating with flowers next to it. Exactly, Kyla. That's my point. Who compared to what? What can you compare yourself to? Trees are outgrowing each other. They don't say, I want as many branches as that tree got. They just grow. And they keep growing and keep sprouting. And hopefully grow more trees and spread roots into the system to grow more trees. Geronimo, what's good with you? More music in the building. Fox in the building. Shout out to the Linden Bullies. Earn Money, what's good, baby? Yeah, bro, Jesus Christ, Earn Money. Someone came in, 2 people came in this morning talking about the beach closed. I said, you can walk right down there. It's right there. I said, you ain't gonna ask me. Take a walk down the little walkway and go see the damn beach. You had to see me looking at them like, the beach is right there, fam. Don't take my word for it. That's 100%, Mo. You are the best version, but you got to continue to, instead of comparing yourself to anyone else, continue to be the best version of yourself. Yeah, shout out to Fred C. Not knowing McAfee. Yeah, McAfee crazy. Yeah. Thank you guys, McAfee. Yeah. Pinnacle Image in the building. What up? Good. Or Windows, man. I don't know that stuff, man. Like I said, I'm not a technical guy. Yes, game time almost. Yeah, I'm picking a little bit, but I think we're the only species on Earth that compare ourselves to other people. I'll tell you what. When a lion wants to be a lion, he doesn't ask anybody's permission. He doesn't go ask the other lions if he can be down with them. He goes and wrecks shit and takes over the pride. The lion goes, you know what? He got a lot of hoes over there. I'm gonna just use that word. I want that. I like his family. I want that. I don't want to be like him. I want that. And he goes and he takes it for himself. Now, if he loses, he has to walk away. But if he wins the fight, he's the new king. Everything is his. No questions asked. No one can say anything to the lion. He's going to be humping 4 times a day. It is what it is. So that lion don't want to be like him. He wants it. He goes, I want it. I want it more than you. And if he wins, the female lions can't say shit. They can't say nothing. They got to eat that shit. They got to take that shit. And what he says goes. He ain't got to be no stepdad. He ain't got none of that shit. He like, yo, I don't like you, get up out of here. The rest of y'all can stay. Look it up. It's facts. Yoga. Yeah, stay. You gotta motivate yourself. Man, Lounge, what's good, baby? Let's go, Giants. You already know. I'm excited for them all. Show me Neil, what's good, brother? Let me see my man James post. Compete or compare against yourself. Well, okay. I heard a comment 2 nights ago. What is that word? I heard a comment two nights ago. And I'm gonna tell you what that type of person is you're talking about. First, let me read the comment. JM said, when you compete or compare against yourself, it is easier for someone to be complacent to find excuses not to push hard, as opposed to when you're doing greater things that people are doing. All right. I heard a line 2 nights ago. The worst thing in this world are lazy, ambitious people. Hit me in the back. The worst thing in this world are lazy, ambitious people. Because you ambitious, but you ain't got no hustle, you ain't got no drive about you.
No discipline.
You ain't disciplined. You ain't striving to be the best. You want it, but you don't want enough to get up and do it. You the lazy lion. You the lion like, I want that. And when you find out you gotta fight for it, you like, fuck, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go hang out with the alligators. You know what I'm saying? The worst person in this world is a lazy, ambitious person. Because you got all the ambition in the world. You know what you want to do, but you're not willing to do it. And that's competing with yourself. Because you've already defeated yourself by telling yourself you can't do it. Remember that. The worst person in this world is a lazy, ambitious person. Because they're not going out to get it. And like I said, to give you retrospect, that's the lion who wants it, but he don't want to fight for it. He don't want to fight for it. When he realizes he got to fight for it, he goes, I'm good. I'm going to go chill with the gazelles over here. Y'all can have that. Jay Black, what up? Yeah, Fox, Halloween going to be out of this world. It's old lazy ass. Old lazy ass Leon the Lion. Fox, hit me, I got you. Jimmy P, pull up, I know I'll see you soon. Yeah, so we still got spots left for Halloween. Right now I have 5 rooms left in the mansion, only 5, so they're going fast. So you first come, first serve. Capital City, what up? A1J, what's good? But that's what I'm preparing for now, Halloween. But the comparison is like, all right, case in point. I've thrown the biggest parties this town's probably ever seen, hands down. I don't even know nobody that can say they came close to what I've done. But you can still throw a party. You don't have to pay your party to my party. Do your party. Do your version of your party. Don't try to do my party because it's not the same. What I do is like so organized and I have it like the back of my hand. It's nothing. But do your version of your party. Don't try to do a flip-flop party, a paradise-like party. Don't try to do that because it's not the same. Go do your version of what you think a party should be and enjoy it. Because when I started, I was never trying to do nobody else's party. I just know what my parties was and how I wanted the party to be. Never compare myself to nobody's party. I was always like, that's dope, and here's what I want to do. Hey, A1J, you on the big came and gone. Habla conmigo, the mansion is all inclusive. Breakfast and dinner and taxi all around the town. All inclusive. No lunch because at the event you'll be having lunch at the event. But breakfast is all, the mansion is all inclusive. Now, if I still have trouble at the end of this, I will give some guys who don't want to do all inclusive, I'll give them a discount and they can just have a room, but they won't get no food. You're going to say everybody eating good. You're going to be like, oh man, I want some of that. No. But the mansion is all inclusive, breakfast and dinner included. And a great menu, if I do say so myself. So yeah, that's the Halloween going to be out of this world, man. So, and the reason this came up is because I believe the first conversation started, Creep Cam got you down. The first conversation started as someone comparing their business to mine. Not their business, but our business to mine. I said, you can't compare the businesses because it's two separate things. They doing what they doing, I'm doing what I'm doing. And the reason I've done so well, thank you very much, knock on wood, is because I didn't focus on what any other business was doing. I focused on what I was doing. There was a big argument in a business group one time, huge argument amongst a couple of businessmen. And I stepped in just to speak my piece, and I said, listen, all of you should focus on you and stop worrying about what that man's doing, what that man's doing. I said, if you guys focus on your own business, y'all won't be having these arguments. So he has a happy hour, he has this, he has that, he does wings here. It is what it is. I can't control that. I got people who are pretty much taking bits and pieces out of my menu. It's what it is. But here's the thing. I focus on me. I don't focus on nobody else. Mira, yo quiero de langosta y lambí. I got some lobster and some conch coming. I've been fiending for that. But you really gotta realize, like, I say it all the time, but I don't think you guys understand me. I focus on myself. I don't get jealous of nobody. I'm glad you got what you got. I gotta get what I gotta get. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you, but I need to be happy for myself too. You know? I remember there was a point in time, and not even jealousy, just speaking out loud. Steve O was hit at the casino, hit his bets. And I was like, damn, like I'm really good at this betting shit, and I'm losing all the time. And I was like, all right. And for a day, I was like, damn, Steve-O is killing it. Everything he touches turns to gold. Like, it was weird. It was weird. Everything he touched, like, Steve-O should turn to gold. And I was like, damn. But I wasn't hating him. I was just like, damn, Steve-O's having while I'm having a run of bad luck, he's having a run of good luck. But then I said to myself, well, get out of that mindset, and let's get ready to win. The next day I won. I hit it big. See how that works? For one day, I was kind of like, damn, Steve is killing this shit. Every time I turn around, I went and chicken in his hand. And I was like, wow, damn, Steve, all right, I see you. Steve-O bought a bottle of goose. I'm looking at him like, you doing some witchcraft shit over there? I keep winning like that. We in the slot machine, Steve like, win, boo-boo. I was like, motherfucker. But I just got the negativity out of my head and said, you know what? Don't worry about what Steve doing. Go do you thing. It's time for you to win. I won. I motherfucker won the next day. But he did have some witchcraft shit going on for like 3 days, I swear to God. He could not lose. If Steve lost like $10, he won $150 for every $10 he lost. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But once again, I wasn't comparing myself. I was just like, all right, now it's time for me to get my head right. Whatever I did wrong, let's get it right. And then I won, you know. It's one of those things. It ain't really luck. It's mostly a mindset. I'll tell you a funny story. Years ago, there was a spot in Puerto Plata. Larry, I'm good, man. How you doing? Spot in Puerto Plata. So they had a raffle. And the raffle was whatever you wanted. I jumped in the raffle. Right before, and I swear to God I did this and I can't take it back. It's the weirdest thing. Right before they did the raffle, the drawing, I said to my man, I'm about to win. Watch. And I held the ticket in the air and they called it. And he was like, how the fuck did you do that? I said, I just believed I was going to win. So I gave the ticket to my man and said, it's your birthday. Go enjoy yourself. He was like, oh my God. I said, take it, go enjoy yourself. That situation came back to me tenfold an hour later. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know what made me say it, but I said, and I won. I was just like, watch I win. And I literally held the ticket up. I was at the ball holding the ticket up. As they announced them, I didn't even look at it. My man's looking at it. He goes, yo, how did you do that? I said, I just felt it. I felt I was going to win. I felt like I'm winning today. You know? It's one of them things. I wish it worked in the casino, but it don't. Gil, what's good, baby? He said that motherfucker look familiar. LJ, what up with you? Yeah, so you know, you gotta keep the mentality. Be the best version of you. I'm not perfect, none of us are. But every day I'm trying to be a better version. I know Otis, what up with your Otis? I gotta get in the gym, I know that. I gotta make more me time, I know that. But I'm a workaholic. I love working. But I know I gotta do these things. But I'm gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't know. It's not like I'm saying to myself, I ain't gotta do that. I ain't gotta go to the gym. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta get in shape. I gotta do these things. I know it. You know? But I've gotta take that step. Right now I'm focused on so many different things. My health is super important, but I'm kind of work more than I should, if that makes sense. And I will be changing it up. I definitely will. I'm sweating right now. Shout out to you guys, Red Cups. Oh, by the way, you got the Paradise Life watch on. Shout out to all those that purchased the Paradise Life watch. Go in the community center. The link is in there with 10% off code Paradise Life. There you go, Mo. You just step your game up. Larry, I've never been to the plant. Someone just hit me today. Shout out my man Jarvis. He just hit me today to go in December. I'm gonna check prices out tonight. See about December. See if I go December. If I can go in December, I'll be there in December. It's gonna be one of these two. I gotta see which fire stick stone it is. This one or this one. Probably that one more than likely. So yeah, I'm trying to see about Wednesday. Thailand in December. Patrick Johnson, what's going on with you? They're getting ready for the games today and all that. But man, my biggest thing is after that, like I said, first it was the business. That was the first conversation. Next conversation is someone asked me what I wanted to be. And we had this conversation before about asking your kids at 5 years old, what you want to be when you grow up? That's such a burden to put on a child. You know what I'm saying? And the expectations. So what did you want to be? I said I really had no aspirations to I wanted to be an athlete. I also wanted to be Fat Cat. You know, so I wanted to be not Pablo Escobar. I didn't want to be him. You know, I wanted to be a big deal in my own right. I don't really care what people thought about me, but I wanted to be a big deal to me. But I had no aspirations like other than being an athlete. I wanted to be a Marine, but I messed that up. But you know, I didn't have like say, I want to do this, I want to do that. I was kind of just like living my life and didn't plan on living here. Didn't really plan on anything other than living good, you know. And that's where I was going. That was the freedom. I wanted freedom. That's all I ever wanted, just freedom. He said, give him a Benadryl. You know, that was my biggest thing. Freedom, freedom, freedom. That's all I really cared about. So at the same time, when most people have a 5-year plan, 8-year plan and all that, I'm just going year to year, enjoying my life. Based on the fact that, I told you I shouldn't be here. I was told, Dominic Davis, what up with you, baby? Get ready for Halloween, bro. Being told at a young age you ain't gonna make it too long. You kind of just live for the moment. I told you, after like 25, I felt like I was just on borrowed time, and I've been borrowing a lot of time. Never really thought about, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit back, enjoy my life to the fullest, make sure my kids are good, focus on making sure everything in life works out the way it should, and that's pretty much it. No real sitting there saying, I need to do this, I need to do that. I ain't got time for that. And I can't compare myself to nobody because I don't want to live no one else's life. I want to live my life. I said this a long time ago, if you wouldn't pay attention. It's so hard being me, I can't see myself being nobody else. I have a hard enough time doing what I do. We all want to be successful. We want to have nice things. I'm beyond that. I want to be successful. I want my kids to be good. I want to leave a legacy behind. Still want to travel the world, see more of the world. I just want to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Dominic, we're checking in on the 27th. Check-in for whoever's staying at the villa is on the 27th, that Thursday, and then the meet and greet is here in the afternoon at FlipFlop. So if you're staying at the mansion, check-in is on the 27th, and check-out is on the 31st. So if you're staying longer, you gotta find someone to stay after that. That mansion expensive. But yes, that's pretty much my message for today. Is just compared to what can you compare yourself to? I never compare myself to nobody because I don't want to be like nobody. And like I said, I'll say it again. If you want to have P. Diddy's house, go in the studio and make hit records. Go steal people's publishing. I don't know. You know what I mean? If you want to have Jeff Bezos' yacht, go make Amazon. You know what I mean? 2-9 in the bill. I got a bunch of DC fans in here too. Commanders fans. I'll be watching the Commanders today. And I definitely dislike the cowgirl. He said bars. J Black, I appreciate that. Much love, appreciate that. And I didn't plan it to go down like that. I'll never sit here and tell you I planned all this. I never sit there and tell you that. You know my story. I'll tell you guys, things just happened, and I made it work because I have confidence in myself. That's all I can tell you. There was no me saying I was going to leave the country. There was none of that shit. Everything happened, and everything I did was confidence in myself, and I believed in myself. There was no me saying, I can't do this. Let's see how we're going to do this. We already said yes. Let's just do it. I tell you guys, I freestyle a lot. Like, the only thing you can get me on is be like, hey, Greg, do you know how to fly a spaceship? I'm probably going to lie and say yes, and I'm going to get the fly spaceship for dummies and be like, I already said yes. I'm all in now. Yeah, go on YouTube. How to fly a spaceship. I'm probably gonna lie, but I'm gonna believe in myself, and I'm gonna try to fly a spaceship. If I fuck it up, we'll rewind this video back to this exact moment, 38 minutes and 50 seconds. Because I tell you right now, I'm gonna say yes. Craig, you know how to fly a spaceship? Yes. All confident. Look you dead in the eye. Yes. Like, what kind of spaceship? Then I'm gonna catch you off guard, because you ain't gonna know what type. I'm like, what type of spaceship? Knowing I'm lying like a motherfucker, you gonna be like, I gotta ask. Ask please, I gotta know which spaceship I'm flying, bro. I'm gonna catch you all up in my lie. I'm gonna be like, what type of engine is it, bro? I don't even know. I don't know. Well, see, you can't come to me with half the information, family. You're giving me half the information. Nah, no red alert, man. We good. It's nice and sunny out here, man. Nice and sunny. You already know, Mo. Definitely peace and joy. That's how I live. He said the mothership not gonna wait word. King saying his speech. Hey, if Elon calls my phone right now, Mr. FlipFlop, yes, it's me. Elon, how I know it's you? And he's gonna be like, I need you to fly one of the spaceships. I'm in. That's how I've lived my life. I've never said no. People are like, you the party guy? Yep. Never threw a party in my life. I'm him. That's my guy. Now look at me. What's that shit? I tried to say it, but I forgot what the word was. What's that shit when you make the paper animals? What's that shit called? I forgot the name of that shit. Whatever that is, I'm like, you know how to do that? Yes. Goose. I don't know. That's how my life has been. I just never said no. I'm always like, yeah, let's go. And if I fuck it up, I blame everybody else but myself. That's a lie, though. I take the blame. I'll be like, you know what happened? I thought it was the other stuff, the other thing, and it was this thing. My bad. Everybody hates Dallas. He said, I'm not getting on that shit. RTC, look, I'm gonna be like, y'all buckle up. I'm like, y'all seatbelts. Everybody, let's go. Oh no, origami. There you go, origami. I'm good at paper mache. G. Like, I did some paper mache. I made a whole Egyptian pyramid and mummy mask. Well, I did that back in the day. Origami. Yeah, I'm be like, you gotta see the vision. They're gonna be like, what the hell? $2,000, please. Sophia Felix, how you doing, love? I got what you were saying, though. I've lived my life. I've just never said no to that. I tell you right now, like, the reason, I wasn't a player when I was in high school, but the reason I was so good, because mentally I knew everything, like I knew football, and I was competitive. So I'll never forget, my coach would be like, he would test me. He'd be like, what does the guard do on this play? What does the center do on this play? And I knew it. I would memorize all the positions, everything. So in the huddle, if someone knew what they were doing, because things happen through a game, people get tired, you get mentally drained. Someone would be like, Greg, what do I do? What do I do on this play? I'll be like, 34 power. They'd be like, what do I do on this play? Kick out, block out the tight end. Thanks. But I knew that. And my coach knew I knew that. You know what I'm saying? But I purposely decided to know everybody's position. It was that one day he asked me a question, and I lied, and I happened to know the truth. I guessed it, and I was right about it. I think it was a tight end, what the tight end was supposed to do, and I guessed it, and I was right. So from that point on, he said, you know everybody's position? I said, yeah, everybody. So I lied, and I went and just did it. Then he was like, man, that guy sure is smart. Oh, now I can't remember shit. Back then I can remember everything. But now we got Google, we got YouTube and all that. So we can learn anything now. I just saw my man, hold on. Thank you very much. Yeah, they enjoying school, man. School, my kids love school. Ray Lloyd, what's up? Hold on. So we got that get right. We back on the website. Well, let me ask Ray, we back on the website now, Ray? Post that website. That Paradise Life Cologne, you know Ray Little shows up. Woo! It's that Paradise Life, baby. That Paradise Life. We are back up. Dominic, hit me up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll make some origami wings. Wiseman, what's good with you? But you know, like I said, when it comes to, and I ain't telling you don't plan. I'm not, listen, you've heard me say this a million times. I'm not going to tell you to do what I've done. Because what I've done is super reckless, but it's worked for me. Not having a plan has definitely worked for me. Let me take this watch, though. This is heavy. Great watch, but I'm not used to wearing a watch. I gotta get back used to wearing watches. This is a heavy watch. I used to wearing watches. Got my wrists all working out and shit. Have a plan, do it. I mean, it works, but my plan is just not to fail. That's kind of all my plans ever been. Not to fail and be the best at whatever I do. You know, when I had a job, I was the best worker in the building. I lie to you not. You guys ever been to like Walmart and Kmart, Target and all that? When they had the seasonal section? So I had a job in Kmart. It was Kmart. It was called Kmart. First with Caldo, it was Kmart. So I had a job in Kmart. And they threw me a seasonal because I worked in another department. I think it was hardware. And I was doing pretty good. The supervisor said, yo, I need this, and I did everything he told me to do. And he said, man, you're pretty good at this organizing shit. I said, I got OCD, so I gotta everything gotta be perfect. Like if you came in and touched, if you like touched a hat and moved it this way, I'd be right behind you, fixing it back. So they put me in, if you know, seasonals, the Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter. Everybody comes and buys from seasonal because you fuck it up for the holidays. My seasonal section was the best seasonal section. Everything organized, all the masks of Halloween, all the Christmas decorations, sides of trees. I had it all mapped out. The district manager came and said, man, who's running this show? So here's what happened. My supervisor came and said, yeah, you know, it's my department. I do what I do. And I'm like, nigga, what? Now, mind you, I'm only a worker. I'm just an employee, but I'm really good at my job. I was like, did he just say that he did this? So the store manager who knew I did it was like, yeah, we want you to meet Greg. He really gets this place organized. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at the guy like, how you gonna say you did that? After all the work, I was sweating like a motherfucker, picking up masks, picking up Christmas trees and all that. But I was really good at it because I said, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it all the way, right? Nobody wants to work at Kmart. Nobody wants to work at Burger King. But if you're gonna work at Burger King, flip those goddamn burgers. Make the best burgers. Make sure when people only come during your shift because your burgers are the best. That's just how I live. I ain't gotta know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna make it work. Irvin, I think the watch is $275 online. Go online, and it's a 10% discount with the code. King Sandwich said he's alive. Alicia, I be lying for progress. I don't tell no lies, because by the time I get it done, I was telling the truth. See? So it really wasn't a lie. Because you be like, yo, you know how to do this? Yes. And by the time I do it, I actually do know what I'm doing, and I get it done. You be like, man, Greg, it's good. So it actually wasn't a lie. I guess it was like a pre-lie, and then he made it work. But I ain't lying about lying. But that's just how I am. Yes, that's the website right there, Jesse. Cologne's back on the website. Well, Mo, that's my thing. Success in whose eyes? I'm successful in my eyes. I'm successful in a lot of other people. I don't care what a lot of people think. As long as I know I'm successful. Which is why I'm a workaholic the way I am. Because, you know, even though I know it won't happen, I feel if I'm not on top of things like I have to be, like I want to be, it'll fall off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I can't let things fall off a cliff. I work too hard. You know, you may come here one day and see me nitpick at shit. To you, it might be nitpick because you may be here 1-2 days. To me, it's if I don't check it now, it won't be corrected in the long scheme of things. You know? DC in the building. Yeah, we got a bunch of Commanders fans pulling up. I got a bunch here right now. And some more guys sitting over here. My fire stick's not working. That's going to be a challenge. But we'll figure that shit out. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is shout out to All Goody. What's good with you? Oh, definitely, Jay. But I'm trying to make moves all around the world. That's the goal. We'll spread paradise life everywhere. We have about 4 companies in 4 countries. Here I have multiple companies. Paradise Life is LLC'd in multiple countries, including America. I'm just trying to build the brand up more and more and more. Rochester in the building. RTC, I don't know what, literally I just plugged in this, I gotta check my other one out. I'm hoping it's a power issue, because it's weird. It should be working. You send them to the pharmacy. What they talking about? I must be missing some comments here. But I'm actually gonna end this live in a minute to get on this fire situation. I know I got 5 games on today. DC's got to be one of them. So it's a little weird. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so you know, compared to what really was just asking yourself, who are you comparing yourself to? What are you comparing yourself to? For me, the answer should be nothing. Because you should be focused on being a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. You know, tomorrow hasn't happened yet, so you got to focus on today. Yesterday already happened. can't go back and change it. Which is why it's asinine and irrelevant to be mad at something that happened yesterday or mad at something that happened in the past. You can't be mad at something you can't change. You can learn from it, fix it, but you can't change it. So being mad about it causing yourself unnecessary stress won't do nothing for you. When I have arguments with people, I'll be like, I can't talk about the past. And they be like, but it was yesterday. It's the past. It happened. Oops. And they look at me like I'm crazy, but I'll be like, there's no reason in arguing about the past. Because if it already happened, I can't change it. You can't change it. Yelling, arguing, shooting, fighting, none of it's going to change it. We just literally talking about something that is inevitable that happened. You know? Now, if it happens today, let's argue, fight, stab, shoot, not all that, but you know, we will do all the drama. But if it happened yesterday or hasn't happened yet, I really can't really stand arguing about it. And that took time of me learning about realizing save your battle, save your energy for stuff that really matters. And arguing about something that happened already just doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't. It's a waste of our time. If I don't fuck with you, all right, I ain't gonna fuck with you because of whatever happened. But I'm moving on with my life. I got more things going on than just what happened yesterday. And it's a good mindset to have because you don't stress yourself over and over about things that just are irrelevant. What are you gonna do? Build a time machine to go back? Well, then you pop it if you do that. But are you really gonna be able to change it when you go back? But Taylor, shout out to Taylor, the biggest troll in the planet, on YouTube, however. That situation with Boston is crazy. Boston's looking crazy right now. So, but like Matt Bond said, it happens all the time. But he shouldn't have smashed like the vice president's wife. I don't know. He wild. RTC, hit me up. You never hit me back again, bro. All right, hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do right now. Hit my email as soon as we get off this live, bro. Hit me on the email or Instagram or something as soon as we get off this live. Because I know we spoke, but I don't know what happened, the miscommunication, whatever. And I still got spots available, yes. The Luzito, it's all rumors. The government said they will not and cannot privatize the Sosua beach. It is a public beach. What they want to do is make it look prettier, but they've been talking about it for 18 years. 18 years. How did Kanye said it? 18 years, 18 years. It ain't happened yet. So we'll see. Yeah, everyone violates that code. And you know what? All right, I violated that code. I'll tell you guys, when I was vice president of the medical company, the diagnostic company, excuse me, I met my Guyanese son's mother there. We were co-workers. Then I became her boss. It wasn't until I had an argument with a supervisor in another office about something that happened, and I went off on it. I'm vice president, so you ain't talking to me regular, especially when you were wrong with what you did with my technician. It wasn't until that situation that my boss, the president, said, listen, no one's ever going to say anything because it's you, but you might want to tone it down with those guys in the main office because you have violated the conduct policy. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you had a relationship with your coworker. You had a kid with your coworker. That's actually, you signed that paper when you go get your job. I was like, oh, allow me to write an apology email. Because he's right. Every job you get, you sign the code of conduct. And it says do not fraternize with employees. And I not only fraternized, I had a child with her. I got you right now. I just saw it. I'm gonna add this to the group when I get off this live. And I got your info for you. Yeah, I just saw it. No, I gotta check it out. It's on my list. I put it on my list. My save list. I put it on my list. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Yeah, if you ever had a job, now if you sold drugs, there's no code of conduct. But if you ever had a job, you signed that. You signed it. So I got Miami here, Ravens there, Jets in the corner. Those guys are coming over here in a minute to watch DC on this side.
That's cool, bro.
All right.
I'll grab what you later.
Got it. Yeah, I just got your message. I'm gonna take care of it. Don't worry about it. And I apologize for the delay. It was a miscommunication. Probably on my part because I get so fucking busy. There's a code of conduct for every job, bro. Every job. What's that?
Pescado.
Okay.
Se me olvidó reservar la silla.
Every job you ever had has a code of conduct. Shan Brown in the building. What's good, brother? Yeah, every job you ever had, when you sign that paperwork to become an employee, you got a code. Yeah, I said it's not for selling dope. Ain't no code of conduct. But you signed if you had a regular job. Code of conduct meaning you have to abide by these rules of the company, which means do not fraternize with your coworkers. Triggs in the building. What's up, bro? So that's actually a normal thing. Ain't no biggie with that. Ain't no biggie. Todo listo, 12.40. Dame. Él debe $625. Busca ese primero y vamos a pagar. Yeah, so, you know, with that situation, I'm kind of mad at Boston because they're looking bad trying to embarrass him, but they actually embarrass themselves because it's such a common thing. They could, in my opinion, we're talking about Udoka from the Celtics. In my opinion, what they should have done is go to him with the information they had and tell him, resign, sit down for a year, we'll keep this under wraps. I had the smell in my mind. Sit down for a year and we'll keep this under wraps. Say you resign for personal reasons and we'll let it go. That's not what they did. They tried to embarrass him. And now that they tried to embarrass him, it really made them look stupid because they embarrassed themselves at the same time. Well, hold on. I'm all right, D Hicks. Remember this. So you guys remember the Jason Richardson and Steve Nash debacle? Do you guys know about that? What happened with Steve Nash? So remember Jason Richardson, the high flying dunk, Golden State, played for Phoenix, played for Orlando and all that, played for the Mavs. So if you go back, if you don't know the Steve Nash, because they kind of swept under the rug. If you remember, Steve Nash was married. Him and Jason Richardson played on the Suns together. Jason Richardson was his teammate. Steve Nash got a divorce the day after his son was born. Why? Because the son came out black.
Hey, you know who it was? Who your daddy was?
Jason Richardson. I don't know if you've ever heard about Steve Nash's situation. The day after his wife gave birth, Steve Nash went to get a divorce because the kid came out black. Jason Richardson was smashing his wife.
Anytime they played Orlando, Nash would play. I
was just about to say, just said it. Every time they played Orlando, because remember they traded Richardson right away. They traded him right away, and every time he played Orlando, Nash wouldn't play. But also, if you remember, what is it? 2 more years? Richardson was out the league. He was gone. He got blackballed. No, he got blackballed because it was known what he did. Oh, you get blackballed in pro sports real quick, some shit like that. Delonte West smashing LeBron's mom. I didn't think that was cool at all. But hey, I had a big argument over here with that.
San Antonio guy.
Which one?
Parker was smashing somebody's wife.
Who's like? I didn't know about that. Who's like smashing? Because the reason situation because people didn't understand why Nash got a divorce the next day. His wife's still in the hospital. He got a divorce because the baby was black. And then people didn't realize why Jason Richardson was traded so fast because he was the daddy. Suns had to nip that shit in the bud real quick. No facts, but Jesse is still my wife. We're teammates, bro. And then you get her pregnant, like you hold on. Oh yeah, Barry's wife. I forgot about that. They said they were just texting though. Sexting, excuse me. But that's a normal. Like, I wouldn't touch my teammate's wife. That's just not what I do. But all right, Jason Richardson smashing Steve Nash's wife, right? He didn't have to get her pregnant. Nick, you know you're gonna be on that TV right there. You wanna pull up here? You can. He didn't have to get her pregnant. You won't be in a lot. He didn't have to get her pregnant. Go look at the timeline of the Steve Nash situation. See, I knew what was going on. I actually got some friend that was on his son's staff. And that when I heard the story, it didn't come out. The story didn't come out till like 6 months later about what really happened, but it was crazy. They said they packed up Richard, like they wouldn't let Richardson back into the building. It was so bad. And then, like my homie just said, Nash would, if you notice, Nash would never play against Orlando. He always had like a sore knee or sore back or something, because Richardson was on Orlando for 2 years, and then they cut him, he was gone. Matter of fact, I don't know how true. What's up, Rob? I don't know how true this is, but Orlando took him as a, like I said, you're gonna be the same TV. I already got it set up. Orlando took Richardson as a favor. It was a favor between GMs. So if you go back and look, I don't know what how the favor got paid off, but maybe Orlando gave Phoenix a trade later on that they wanted. But that trade was a favor between GMs, because he was like, I got to get Richardson out of here. I need you to help me. And Orlando took him. No one knew what was going on. And later Orlando gave Suns a pick or something like that to help them out. So yeah, man, that was a big deal. So it ain't like it ain't happened before. Oh, so I didn't know about the Tony Paul. I'm just finding this out. Well, Derek Fisher messed with Matt Barnes' ex-wife. I mean, that was his ex, but still, it's a code up between brothers. Rand was good. D Hicks. He saw the baby when the doctor had the baby in his hands. Steve Nash walked out and filed for divorce.
Tequila.
Yeah, tell him he was out the league for good.
No water for you.
She like the rawness? Yeah. What was the Jim Jackson Jason Kidd? Was that really about a woman? Because I heard about that. Was that really about a woman? Jim Jackson and Jason Kidd when it was on the Nets? Was that about a woman? That was a big rumor back then, but I don't know how, remember, I didn't follow the Nets, but I don't really know what that was about. Because Jason Kidd wife ain't look that good to me in my opinion. So. Said Hogan went to WCW. I believe it. I like that. I like that shirt. Oh, I left my shirt at home. Shout out to my man Steve. He has his own shirt company back in Miami. We have these shirts now. I support MrFlipFlop Sosua. You may see the Treehouse ones. You may see a couple of other businesses. I'm gonna get some of those shirts for you guys. If you want to have the shirt, it just says I support MrFlipFlop Sosua, Dominican Republic. I'll have the shirt in my next live to show you guys. But I'm making some of the shirts. Skyrider, what's up with you, baby? Texas Rays in the building. Dallas to the building. Don't take this ass too serious anymore. Oh, it's about Tony Braxton. Okay. I remember that. Like I said, I remember it was over a woman. I remember they had a big beef. Remember the Nets was the baddest team in the league at one point. What was it, 4 straight finals or 3 straight finals? And then everything just imploded. But here's my thing. I can't mess with my homie's teammate. I mean, my teammate's girl. I can't do it. I can't mess with none of y'all girls right now. I don't want to. Because here's my thing. I'm a nasty motherfucker. And if you doing to her what I would do to her, I don't want to touch her. I can't even think about that. I'm like, ooh, I get the higgly wigglies. You know what I'm saying? So if you doing anything close to what I would do, I don't want her. Nope. I'm just saying, like, that's why your girl is unattractive to me. Because the things I would do to her, if I thought about you doing it to her, I'd be like, oh, that's nasty. You are nasty. You think I want it now? No, I want to be the first one to do it. I'm like, oh, yeah, nasty motherfucker. Now I'm gonna look at her like she dirty. You already know, Mo Music. We live in the present, baby. Yo, Chris Wallace, that was a true story too. We still don't know who it was though. The rumor was it was Anthony Mason or John Stark. He's, I don't know, one of them 6'5" niggas. The game got rained out or something. I don't even record that part when he says the game got rained out. Mama Flip in the building. Yeah, Reg, I'm getting some more shirt, Reggie. I'm gonna show on the next live. It's a dope shirt. It says, I support MrFlipFlop's Sosua. I know he made for Treehouse as well. I support Sherman Treehouse. And there might have been one more. I forgot what other business he did it for. Shout out to Sherman Treehouse. Texas raised. I'm gonna bet 2 drinks. Let's do it. King Sam, I'm just saying. Happens in my bedroom, stays in my bedroom. But if I'm thinking you doing what I would do, oh, Jesus, I'll touch her. Oh, that's right. Those are the Mavericks, D. Hicks. Yes, you're right. You're right. I forgot. Those were the Mavs. I totally forgot about that. That's right. Nashburn was never went to the Nets. That's right. I'm gonna get the website, brother. Yeah, I think he has a scan. I gotta get everything. Triggs, you already know. That's why I don't do that. I gotta watch that interview. But yeah, I can't say. I really can't say. I don't know. But the rumor was it was Anthony Mason, and then another rumor said it was John Starks. But no one ever really told who it was.
¿Qué cómo tú lo quieres? ¿Ligado a la masa con el lambí o la langosta y el lambí como? Ligado
Una
todo.
cosa buena.
Ligado todo.
Yeah, una cosa buena. Lindo. Yeah, Mavs had a really nice squad. No, that was a dope squad. You can definitely say Kid was one of the top point guards ever. Like Kid did his thing. He said that was actually when I was in high school. Anthony Mason went to my high school, Smithfield Gardens. When I was in high school, that was the rumor that it was Anthony Mason. That was the rumor all over Queens that it was Anthony Mason. I believe Anthony had a condo in Brooklyn or a condo in Manhattan, and that was his situation. Oh, you already know, SV. Bill D, what up? But no one ever, like I said, I can't say for sure because everybody focused on Anthony Mason. Later, people started saying Starks. People started saying Starks. Papa, what did Papa? Y mira, 829. Nah, there really is no code anymore. Real talk, SV. You already know that. There is no code. I'm waiting for my food now. Order some lobsters. Might not be ready for a while. I had to post a picture for you guys on the community center. And go to the community section for the watch. Is that on the menu? No, I just ordered it. I got lobsters on the menu. Oh no, lobster's not on the menu because it's seasonal. But it's in season now. I tell you, I just be making different shit that I want. Bro, we make anything. Anything. As I said, you know, look at my plate first and see. My boy Nick, every time I order, he goes, I want that. 829, yeah, número 1. Baja. My boy Nick always looking at my plate, like, what's that? But, any questions before we get out of here, guys? Because, yeah, I got my lobster. I'm ordering my lobster, my conch. More fortune, yes. In Bani, I'd have to check, brother. I got some people in Bani. I used to be in Bani a lot. For real estate, I'd have to ask some of my friends. But I'm sure I can find something for you. I personally don't know one person that does real estate, like know him, but I'm sure my people have contact to them. I definitely get that for you. So yeah, hit me up on an email, whatever. I got you. But I am about to get off here. I gotta get my TVs ready for today, and just get ready for some dope games. Like, share, subscribe, hit that like button, guys. Appreciate all y'all. There is no codes here. We're gonna talk about that on Wednesday. Matter of fact, we'll do Wednesday Night Raw. Is there a man code anymore? We're gonna talk about it on Wednesday Night Raw. Stay tuned for that. I gotta get these TVs going. Peace out to y'all. Shout out to you. Shout out to all you guys. Much love from me to you. MrFlipFlop. Y'all have a great Sunday. Oh, my picks. Hold on. Mira. Mi boleta. It's 12. Shit. I got my picks. Hold on. Real quick. I got Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Kansas City, all favorites. I took all favorites for the first games. Second games, Los Angeles, Seattle. What's up, Carl? Seattle, Tampa Bay, Arizona. Like I said, for the first, I took 4 favorites. Baltimore, Cincinnati, Kansas City. And in the second games, I took Chargers, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Arizona. I actually did Arizona at halftime. Don't ask me why. So those are my picks for today. Hopefully, place 1 or 2 bets, see what happens, and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Much love from me to you. Stay tuned for more.